What's up, and welcome back to Campfire Convos. On this episode, I have my buddy Trey Tipton with me, and we're just gonna bullshit around the fire a little bit, try to stay warm. It is currently snowing, and it's not warm at all. Yeah, so we're gonna see how that goes. We're gonna drink a little booze, maybe that'll warm us up. But special episode. This is our first episode with our new fire pit sponsor, Packfire. So we're gonna sit around it and see how it works. So far, the smokeless is going pretty good. It took me a minute to get it started, but we're not gonna talk about that. Definitely my fault, not the fire pits, but you know, it's good, it's fine. But yeah, so stick around with us and enjoy. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
How you been?
I can't complain, man. Enjoying this fire right now.
Yeah, that's good, that's good. Actually, we gotta see if you enjoy the beer.
Talk to me.
So this is our beer sponsor, Brewbank. It's up in Ridgeway, PA. Okay. And this is Andy Shanny. So you got your glass there.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. Cheers. Let me see what this is hitting for. Oh, wow. Where's this at?
Ridgeway, PA. So it's about 2 hours north of here.
Okay.
It is, that right there is my single favorite beer I've ever had.
I can see why.
Yeah, admittedly, it's lower percentage, which is probably why the flavor is so good. But I could literally drink that all day, every day.
It's a good flavor.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a summer beer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Very good summer beer. They gave me some pumpkin ale, but I haven't had it enough to trust it to like have it here. You know what I mean?
I get you.
Yeah,
I get you.
But yeah, I just want to show this to everyone. I'm like, drink it. It's good. Confirm. But yeah. So. Woo. That's our beer sponsor. So thank you to the Brewbank for sponsoring this episode.
Great beer, man. Great beer.
So what you been up to, man?
Man, just trying to help the community right now, man. It's my primary focus. You know, I got a couple different companies up and running, but the primary focus, man, is to give back to the community that gave it to me. Nice. You know what I mean? I'm a Pittsburgh kid, an Apollo kid, right? So I just want to be able to give back the knowledge that I received from going to go play ball and then also going to college and going to play at a high level. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's currently where I'm at right now.
That's awesome. Now, so you grew up in Apollo, but you're in Pittsburgh now. Do you have more of a focus on one or the other? Is like hometown, or I mean, you feel like both of them are your hometown, right?
Honestly, they both are my hometown. You know what I mean? I grew up and became a man in Pittsburgh. I also lived a lot in Pittsburgh before I moved to Apollo, and then Apollo raised me as a young man. You know what I mean? Going from 8th grade to about my senior year of high school, man, being in a space where it was the best of both worlds, you know what I mean? I was able to live in Pittsburgh where the culture's a little bit different, right? But then also living in Apollo where the culture's also different, right? Yeah. So it was a blessing, man. But for me, home is home, right? Whether Apollo, PA or Pittsburgh, PA, you know what I'm saying? I just want to help the people that are in my communities. And that's my primary focus right now, as much as I possibly can give back to those communities. That's what I'm trying to do.
Nice. That's awesome. Now, what ways are you trying to give back? You said spreading your knowledge, but what specifically?
So right now we have a 7-on-7 football team. I also just recently started up a training company that focuses more so on the athletic aspect of things, right? Been trying to do this for the past year, man, and we're just trying to teach the knowledge of the game of football, but also teach the disciplines in which it brings, right? So the different types of things that football brings, and also sports in general, right? So weightlifting, the excessive training, the skills training, the positional training, and the knowledge of watching film, studying what it looks like is all the things that we're trying to provide. But the goal is to build an academy, you know, so big that we have multiple trainers that are working in those efforts, right? Whether it be baseball, hockey, softball, volleyball. I want to be able to have high-level people training and also teaching at those levels, right? Yeah. Because a lot of the things that's being missed right now in high school sports is the knowledge of the game, not so much the actual effort of the game, right? Kids got effort, they just don't have the knowledge. And then you see other places like Florida, California, even Ohio to that degree is doing some really cool things, man. I just feel like in PA we need to start doing some of those same cool things. Yeah,
I don't disagree with you at all. I think there are definitely key areas throughout the country, and I mean throughout the world even, that focus more on that super in-depth level of knowledge and training. And I mean, small town.
It's not coming.
You don't have that shit, man.
At all.
You're lucky if you have a coach who is knowledgeable to a college level, let alone a professional level.
Right.
And I mean, how, as a kid going through the sport, how are you going to pass up your coach, right? On knowledge? You're really not. I mean, you can go out there and pursue your own knowledge, but you're pretty handcuffed to an extent. So 100%. I really like that. I mean, bringing more knowledge and more opportunity to athletes especially is awesome.
100%.
Now, football is closest to your heart, or is it pretty even?
So some people that are from this area know me as a basketball player, a track athlete, as well as a football player. Man, but my first love was baseball.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is crazy to say out loud, but it was my first love. My official love was basketball. My last love was football, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So I ended up picking football just because of the eyes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How many eyes are on you when you get a chance to perform?
Yeah.
And I wanted to perform at a high level, and football gave me that opportunity over those other two sports. I stopped doing baseball in middle school.
Yeah.
It was just too slow for me, man. Like,
Yeah.
I got ADHD, bro. Like, I need something that got movement to it. You know what I mean? So I was just very thankful that the scholarships that I received to play football, I just realized, like, maybe this is the sport that's going to take me one extra step. And although I didn't have the career that I had hoped for, man, it definitely gave me everything that I was looking for.
Yeah. I think the unfortunate truth is most athletes don't get the career that they wanted,
That's
right?
a fact.
Like, everyone wants to be a pro ball player. You grow up as whatever sport it is, you grow up looking and idolizing at those people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not easy to do.
At all.
And sometimes the harder part is walking away when that's no longer an opportunity, right? For me, I mean, that was not an easy decision. leaving you all you know is you are an athlete, right? And now all of a sudden, I don't tell people I'm an athlete anymore.
Right.
I'm like, oh yeah, I spent 25 years of my life identifying as an athlete, and now I'm a photographer or a YouTube creator.
Right.
That's fucking weird.
Right.
So coming to that realization and being okay with letting that go is tough.
Yeah.
And I think that's another part that's missed with a lot of, like, it's hard because when you're teaching kids, right, you want to teach them to, like, they can accomplish that.
Right.
Like, your goal is to accomplish that. But then there's that fine line of, but if not, it's okay.
Right.
But still maintain that competitive drive to get there. Like, you have to have that, I don't know. I don't even know how to put it into words. It's hard to...
It's like give and take.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, that's everything, right?
Everything.
With sport.
Everything. And losing your identity is the hardest part, right? Because like you said, you identify for how long as an athlete. Now all of a sudden, like, you got to find a new identity. Even saying you're a photographer sometimes probably has to be weird to a degree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's a real big thing that I've been working on as well, man. I focus highly on mental health and sport. It's one of the things that's allowed me to get as far as I've gotten to this point. But, bro, just the identity piece. It's so crazy. Like, when you basically have something that you have identified as since you were a kid, 5 years old, 4 years old, 3 years old, being a 24, 23, 22, 25-year-old adult, and in some occasions you're talking about the NFL where guys are 30 to 40.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you're just done.
Yeah.
You got to re-identify, man. And I feel like that's the space that I feel like I can come in and help people, right? Not only just a knowledge piece from a game perspective, but also a mental perspective on how to get through your emotions. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I think that is also another thing that is highly under talked about is the mental health aspect to athletes who, I mean, especially the higher level you compete, it doesn't necessarily have to be a high level, but the higher level you compete and the grander stage you're on, to go from that to nothing is insane. Like, how do you go from playing in front of 20,000 people to sitting at home talking to 3 people for the next 10 years?
Right.
Like, and that adjustment's something, I mean, I haven't even had to deal with that, right? Like, I grew up, all the sports I played, baseball, the biggest crowd we had was probably like maybe 5,000 people. That's not a lot of people in the grand scheme of things. And that's counting like people watching at home and people who are like, seeing all the stuff. So it's not nowhere near what some of the football is. But yeah, it's a huge adjustment.
Oh, bro, the adjustment was crazy just due to the fact, like, you play in front of 100,000 fans, right? And then something negative happens. The response is, I think, is the biggest thing that you got to learn. You know what I mean? Is the response from you dropping the pass is not just something that you're also taking in as, damn, I dropped that pass, but you're also getting berated by fans. And if you had a bad game, not only do you know you had a bad game, but everybody's telling you had a bad game. So it's one of those things, bro, where, like, you learn how to adjust, you learn how to adapt, right, in tough situations. I often get asked the question, what has football done for you, man? I can honestly say, like, it taught me how to be a man, to be disciplined, right? And then on top of that, how to deal with fears, right? Because there's a lot of giants out there on that field, bro. So you learn how to deal with your fears pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, I played football, but not at that level, right? And even then, in high school, I was a scrawny ass kid. I think I graduated at like $160, and I was on the line for Salzburg.
That's crazy.
$160, dude.
That's crazy.
Like, I was going up against dudes who were literally twice my size consistently, And I mean, on the line, I thought that was a little easier because, like, if I'm already here,
Right.
I'm here. You don't have that extra to get to
Exactly.
me. So I was less worried about it. But then you're playing safety and you have this like 230-pound running back running at you. You're like, oh shit, this isn't gonna feel good.
And he got momentum.
Yeah, he has all of the momentum. Like, you're sitting there breaking down, making sure it doesn't get around you, and he's just coming, and you're like, oh,
He's coming full speed.
this is not going to be a fun time. I actually very vividly remember I was playing safety. I don't remember the team it was, but we were getting our asses kicked. And as I was playing safety,
Okay.
I had, no exaggeration, half of our tackles. Half of our tackles.
That's a bad thing.
It's not a game. It's not a good game. It's not a good game. But I remember very vividly, I was coming up, I was breaking down to tackle this dude. He was in open field. It felt like no one was around us.
Right.
And all of a sudden, I got hit from the side. And I remember being parallel to the ground, watching this motherfucker run past me. I'm like, well, he's going to score. Like, oh.
Those are tough situations, man. There's like a couple that I have of my own, man, like my welcome to college football type thing. You know what I mean? And I've taken some really like gut-wrenching hits, but like the biggest thing is that I think sports teach you, especially football, is like how to get back up. You know what I mean? Because even when you got that hit where you were parallel, that didn't feel good, right? You didn't want to get back up, but you knew like, I'm not about to lay on this ground. And maybe we're a different era to a degree, you know what I'm saying? At least from, I swear, bro, like the age gap these days, although it's 10 years to some of these kids, it really feels like 50. You know what I'm saying? Just because of how social media is. But like, I just remember crackbacks and like things where you always had your head on the swivel, bro. Like, no, at times it really just felt like war out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And yeah, it was war, and you had your brothers with you, right?
Exactly.
Like, you had your... people say team, but your brothers at that point.
That's
like,
a fact.
I'm sure you look at that very much the same way I do. It doesn't matter how much you might hate someone that's on your team because of whatever reason, but when you're on that field,
we're
you're
together.
brothers. Like, you have each other's back no matter what.
100%.
And I feel like that's something that's being lost a lot too. It seems like it's the competition between teammates, I feel like, is seen a lot more is a negative thing. It's like, no, it's a really good thing.
It's a great thing.
I'm going to beat your ass. You
Every
better
day.
try to beat my ass.
Every
because
day.
we're both gonna be better because of it.
Every day.
And that needs to be the mentality.
And that's the hard part, man. You see a lot of kids now where it's not necessarily the same mentality, because kids still go out and play, but not like how they used to, right?
Yeah.
Like, we were outside literally playing football games that involved one person having a ball and everybody else trying to make the tackle, right?
Yeah.
So, like, it's just stuff like that is just not the same, bro. Like, it used to be iron sharpens iron, so I'm gonna whoop your ass until you're good enough to beat me. You know what I mean? Once you can beat me, we can beat everybody.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like that little brother, big brother syndrome. Yeah, I can pick on my brother, but you can't.
Yeah. 100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So I definitely understand what you mean. Like, I might not even like my teammate, but he's my brother, and right now you're the enemy, so it's cracking.
100%, dude. Oh, shit. Well, I want to pause this for a second because I'm going to put more wood on this fire so we can actually be warm.
For sure.
So I do a thing, it's called Buy Me a Log. So have you ever heard of like Buy Me a Coffee? There's a lot of creators do it. So ours is Buy Me a Log. We don't have any, this is the first week we don't have a sponsor on our list. So this could be you. But this could have been purchased by a supporter. We've had, I feel like this is the first episode in maybe 20 episodes where we haven't had someone do this. So
Oh, wow.
breaking the streak, let's get back on it.
Come on.
Link is in the description. It is very much appreciated. I'm trying not to smother this thing again though. So when I first built this today, I had a great fire going, and then I put too much on it, got it too tall, and smothered the shit out of it. So that's why it took so long.
It's crazy.
We weren't supposed to talk about that, but now that we have, I guess it's fine.
I wouldn't even have known what to do, though. That's what's even crazier.
Yeah. I'm like, well, let me just keep poking it. Eventually it'll fix it. 35 minutes later, it started going again. Ugh. All right. Well, so do you have anything that comes to mind as like the main challenge that sports has presented you?
The biggest challenge is honestly learning how to beat myself, right, on a day-to-day basis. Like, because it's not so much a talent issue. Like, once you're there, you're there. You're there for a reason. But it's like, how do you maintain consistency? How do you maintain discipline when everything is telling you not to? You know what I mean? Like, even from your own mindset. Like, but I remember being a big fish in a small pond and then getting to the ocean and realize I was a small fish in a really big ocean, right? So it took me a while to really realize that I can hang with these guys, I can play with these guys, I can be a guy. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, bro, the biggest challenge that it presented me was just, again, like, beating myself, bro. Like, there's nothing worse in the world than feeling like you've gotten to the goal line of your dream and then just not stepping over it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then you reevaluate, you re-identify, and realize that your dream was actually a bigger grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was a bigger picture. But I think that was the hardest part, bro, is just learning on how to stay consistently disciplined to what you're doing, right? And I'm talking about, like, even when it seems like you're getting a cheat day, that cheat day could still affect you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that was the biggest thing.
How has that applied to your life now?
Taking another sip. Honestly, man, I think it's applied to my life now, man, because I could tell when I'm inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm not going to the gym as much, or I'm not focusing on the small things I need to focus on, bro. Like, my life starts to get a little bit out of hand. Like, even as small as, like, if my car is dirty, or it's, like, a cluttered, I can usually tell, like, I'm not in a good space. Yeah. Even when I believe I'm in a good space. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's some of the small things that football has taught me. Like, yo, make your bed every day. You feel me? If I'm not making my bed and I'm just letting shit get out of hand, bro, there's no discipline to that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's the small disciplines in which that we grew up in, probably going to camp playing football, or going to camp playing baseball or basketball, but they no longer use. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm like, yo, if my car's dirty, I'm messed up. So what's going on, Trey? You know what I'm saying? Or if I feel like I haven't been doing what I'm supposed to do as far as getting to the gym, or if not going to the gym, hydrating even, right? Like, my body, I could tell you right now, like, I haven't been hydrating enough, and I could tell you because I'm sore in certain places. Yeah. Football. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, it does a lot, bro. It does a lot. Yeah.
I think that's... I grew up an athlete, right? And I played at the college level, but smaller school, like pretty small school. And I don't even, there's a lot of stuff that I can't even wrap my head around that happens at the higher levels. And the in-depth of how you learn yourself, how you learn your body. And I'm just now starting to learn, like, the fuel of my body is the thing that I've been trying to figure out. And, you know, okay, well, I've had no energy today, or like you're saying, I'm sore in certain places. What is happening that's causing that? The consistency for me has been my biggest struggle lately. And it's funny you say the whole, my car's a mess, my room's a mess, I haven't made my bed. Those are all things that for like this last month I've been struggling with. So it's funny you say that, because I feel like that puts it in perspective a little bit. Like, figure your shit out. You know?
Bro, it's hard too. It's not like it's an easy task. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody tells you about 25 to 30, or from 25 to 35 on how difficult it is becoming your own man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So even small stuff like that, bro. Like, you just said that you've been struggling with it. Like, it'll make you reevaluate yourself, and I feel like, as kids, bro, we don't get a chance to really evaluate, right? Self-reflection is something that I've learned in my older age. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you self-reflect? Isolation is not a bad thing. It's just how long, right? And I heard this from somebody, I don't know if it was on TikTok or Instagram. They say isolation is the best time for reflection, or silence is the best time for reflection. But how long you sit in silence ends up being isolation. And when I thought about it, I was like, damn, like, you know those days where you're like, yeah, I need time to go grow. Yeah. But then those times end up becoming like 4-5 months, and you ain't talked to nobody in 4 or 5 months. That's depression, gang. It's not. It's not isolation. It's not reflection. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And I think the tricky part is that looks different for everyone.
Everybody.
Right? Like, maybe I need a day. Maybe you need a month. Maybe some people need 6 months. So if I see you at 4 months and you needed 6 months, and I'm giving you shit because I only needed a month, right? That's not helping.
It's not helping.
That's making it worse. And I think everyone tries to take all of the issues that are going on right now, whether it's health or mental health or whatever the issue is, and they try to make it so cookie cutter.
It's not. That's nothing for it.
Nothing is.
Right.
Like, my experience has been so vastly different from your experience.
1000%.
And we could be identical in what we need. We could be complete opposites what we need, and everything in between. And that's not talked about too much. I mean, I feel like it's starting to be, but it's not nearly as much as it needs to be.
I agree.
So
I definitely see it as depression, anxiety, and mental illness is more so like a war, right? Everybody goes to war, but everybody has a different experience at war. Yeah. Right? So it's like, bro, like, in my head, you don't know what I'm going through in my head. I don't know what you're going through in your head. The goal is we're on the same team, and it's for you not to quit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to be upset. It's okay to cry too. It's not okay to quit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll let you cry, and if you need a longer grieving period, go ahead and have that. But if you think for a second I'm gonna let you quit, got another thing coming.
No chance. Dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's another thing that we're all teammates in that way, right? We're all brothers in that way, where it's like we're all fighting this thing that can be shitty called life. And it can be really shitty sometimes. But it can be really fucking cool.
If you let it.
If you let it. Mm-hmm. And if you see it. I think that's another thing that's not talked about a lot is your world is what you choose to see out of it.
More your perception.
Right? Like, okay, my glass is almost empty. Mm-hmm. Oh, I can look at it and be like, oh, I have a little bit left. Or I can be like, you know what? This was good. Let me fill my cup back up.
Come on, man.
You know?
Fill me up too. This thing is good. This right here, hey, great job. Great job right here.
But that is the choice you have. You can sit there and be like, oh, I have this little bit left. Maybe I shouldn't have it. And I could just, sometimes I need to fill you up. Sometimes you need to fill me up. Sometimes I need to fill myself up. It's going to change. It's going to change continuously. And I mean, that's the challenge of life, is figuring that out. When do I need to refill my own cup? When do I need to reach out to my friend and refill his cup?
100%.
When do I need to reach out to a complete stranger who is never going to do anything for me, but I'm going to refill their cup because I fucking can?
Right.
And that's special. When you're able to do that, that's something that's cool to experience, which I'm sure you've experienced quite a lot.
Man, I'm just very blessed that God's given me the opportunities to be around the right people. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, at the end of the day, bro, there's only so many things that I can realistically do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I do believe I have all power, but I only believe I have all power because of my strength through God. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've lost a lot. You know what I mean? So my goal as a teammate, right, as a friend, as a brother is, again, I'm not going to belittle you, but I'm also not going to be your fucking crutch. Yeah. Excuse my language. I don't know if you cuss.
No, yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, but
I don't beep anything, so if you say it, they're going to hear it.
It's all right. It's all right. But it's at the same time, I don't want to be your crutch. I want to walk your path with you. You know what I'm saying? I can't, you can lean on me, but I can't be your crutch. You know what I'm saying? And because at the end of the day, bro, like, you got a battle that you're fighting, but you still got to fight that battle. Mm-hmm. Like, me sitting here and being the gun for you is not going to shoot any better than what it would be if it would be just you. Yeah. So shoot your gun. Give your best shot. And when you fail, I got you. Let's go figure it out. Yeah. Run it back. You know what I mean?
Try again. Try again. That's, yeah. I don't think there's any better way to say it.
try again, man.
Yeah. Shit. I'm going to ask you some more questions and keep it rolling. Oh. You are also allowed to ask questions, so if you think of something, just shoot it my way.
Because I wanted to ask you, bro, like, how did we get here? Like, how did we get to this campfire space? We used to play against each other in sports, you know what I'm saying? But how did we get to this point?
I don't know. Fate, I guess.
I feel that.
I think for a long time I saw you as a rival and nothing else. And then it was, no, we're small town kids trying to do bigger shit. Right. Now we're teammates. Right. And I mean, I've always looked at you like that person to be competitive with, right? Like, I'm gonna try to say this without sounding like a cocky douche. In our area, there was a handful of kids that were at the higher level that you were trying to compete with. Right. You were one of those for me, where I was like, I want to beat this kid. Right. And I want to say, what year did you graduate? 15. So I was 13. So you had been 2 years younger than me. So I only got to play with you 2 years, and I think we only played basketball against each other because you stopped playing baseball, you said, and then football, maybe like 7-on-7 or something like that, but nothing
crazy.
Yeah. So basketball was where I got to compete, and
you played defense. You played some fucking defense.
That's the only fucking thing I could do. It was the only thing I could do.
I'll never forget it.
Yeah, my senior year was the first year I actually started to play offense. Okay. I think I averaged a double-double my senior year.
I'm not surprised.
I probably averaged a double-double every other year, but on like steals and like blocks or rebounds. Right. Rebounds, I had so many rebounds, but mostly because I shoot up there 4 freaking times and get my own rebound before I go in. But yeah, no, it was a respect that you gained from me just because of how not just good you were, but how hard you played.
I appreciate that.
And there wasn't many people, especially to play hard. Right. Like, there's people that were good. Right. But played. I remember, I'm 99% certain this was you. I hope it is because it might be awkward if not. But it was 100% at Apollo. But I remember there was a loose ball, and I'm pretty sure we dove like head first into each other.
It was definitely me.
Dude, I remember getting, like, it stung so bad. And I got back up, I'm like, of course it was that fucking kid. Like, no one else on this floor, or on this team is diving for that ball except for him. And it was just, like, I don't know. It was something that was rare. And
Thank you.
I mean, seeing you as a competition, and then the small town, and then I'm rooting for you.
Right.
And then after, it's like, oh shit, like, we're back in the same area, we're doing the same shit, or we're trying to do like similar shit. And then it went from like kind of stranger rooting for you to like, hey, how can I help?
Right.
Is there a way that I can do something that's going to be beneficial, or I like what you're doing? Can I push it more?
Right.
And I mean, that conversation turned into reconnecting and you know, becoming actual friends, not just like strangers who knew each other or knew of each other.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, then we fall off, reconnect as adults do, right?
All the time, man. Different time period.
Yeah, but I think the cool thing is I didn't feel weird reaching out and being like, yo, man, what's up? Looks like you're doing some cool shit. Want to come do some cool shit? Like, you know? And yeah, it was, I feel like that's pretty much the evolution of how I've seen it anyways. Is that similar for you?
For me, man, it's definitely how I seen it, bro. I mean, you got to think, bro. The first thing I said was, bro, I remember you played defense. Because, bro, I took pride in that shit. Like, bro, I always enjoy setting the tone. Like, I don't need to wait for somebody else to set the tone. I'm not just the best on the team. Like, no, I'm the hardest worker, too. And I feel like that's something that's a lost art in the days. In the days art of playing sports, right? Like, you don't often see kids. Like, I know in your heart, you didn't want to guard anybody else on that floor but me. You know what I'm saying? 100%. But, like, kids don't see it that way no more. Like, I want to stop the best player. Like, I don't care who he is. I don't care if he had 50 points the last game. I want to see it for myself. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that I can say that's the energy that I definitely got from you every time we played, bro. It was you and Ian Sattler. It was just like, yo, like, they're coming to play. You know what I mean? I don't care where the fuck you're from. They're just coming to play. They want to play. They want to ball. And that was my biggest thing is, like, there's a lot of kids who just do shit just for the sake of it. I will say that our era, and I really mean this, but I think our era was the last of, like, no, I'm doing this because I fucking love this. It didn't matter if you were from the hood, from the country, or from a rich neighborhood. Every kid was doing it because I'm proving something. I'm showing you something. You know what I mean? And I'm not just coming here to win. I'm here to cut your throat. Like, and I don't see that much often anymore. When you do, you get excited. You know what I'm saying? But, like, that was the mindset, bro. And I would like to think that it's got me this far, bro. But I think the relationship between you and I, bro, like, it grew because of that. It's a mutual understanding. Like, warriors don't talk about war, they just understand each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for me, you had that mentality. It was like, bro, like, what can I do for you? Be around. And I remember the exact thing I said. I said, bro, just be around. I don't know what to tell you, because, like, at the end of the day, bro, like, we gonna figure something out. You know what I mean? I didn't have no problems in coming to do this. Now, the area, man, I was like, hold on. Like, you got me coming out here in the middle of nowhere, man, with some coordinates. You don't even got, you don't got an address? It's just some coordinates. But I will say, man, I'm glad that I did it, bro, because it's a really cool vibe, and definitely, man, if anything else I could do for you, bro, like, just don't hesitate. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it, and it is very mutual.
For sure.
I'd love to help. I see the stuff you're doing, and it's really inspiring, and I'd like to help push it to as many people as I can.
Appreciate that, man.
Which, actually, while we're talking about it, if you're cool with it, I will add your, like, socials and stuff.
For sure.
So you have to text me so I have all the proper things. But
I got you.
And then any links that you want to push people to, anything like that, will be down in the description. So there'll be a spot specifically for all of his socials and stuff, and then his handles are, I don't know where I'm gonna put them yet, but somewhere it's not over our faces. But yeah, so I mean, I hope that helps.
For sure.
Get yourself in front of some other people, and I feel like the funny thing with stuff like this is it seems to find the right people at the right time.
Every time.
And even if it's not seeing like right now on YouTube, I think I'm averaging like right around 200 views per episode. Which I'm very happy with.
To say, can't complain about that.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. But the cool thing is, it always seems to find that one new person at the right time, where it's like, oh, hey, I just met you for the first time, but I just saw your episode last week or like this weekend.
Wow.
And it starts that conversation of like that connection, and it's really cool to see. But it is Really cold out here, though.
Oh, bro, listen, this fire is saving my life, you know what I mean? But I definitely do appreciate you bringing me on, bro. I mean, this is something that I've never done before as far as like a scenery like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it kind of just brought me back to my roots, to sitting here thinking, I was like, damn, bro, it's been a while since I've been anywhere like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I go back home on occasions, but where I'm from is still not this deep.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying, into the neighborhood. So it's cool to be in a space like this, reminding yourself that there's so much land out here. Like, there's so much peace out here. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm chasing that right now.
Well, anytime you need help finding it, you let me know, because this shit is all the places I go. Like, this is what I constantly pursue, is I want to be out here away from stuff.
Right.
And I'm with me, myself, my new dog. My roommate comes along quite often, and every other stranger that we can find.
I love that.
Just trying to spread it with as many people. I mean, that's my goal has been, so the mental health for you, right? The woods has done so much for me and regrounding me and getting me through a lot of tough times. So trying to share that in a way that's not like, I'm not forcing you to connect with nature because of mental health.
Right.
But I want you to reconnect with nature.
Right.
Because it's going to help your mental health.
Come on.
In every other aspect of your life.
Right.
So that's the goal, is just getting people outside, and people who maybe not necessarily are always outside or haven't been outside in a long time.
Right.
Get your ass outside, be cold for a minute, sit around a campfire and bullshit.
I love that, bro.
Just see what happens, man.
Little campfire song, yeah.
Exactly.
I do like being in the woods, bro, just being around things that live. You know what I mean? If anybody tells you that trees don't breathe, you're lying.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like, you could really feel real life around here, bro. And sometimes I think we get too zombified. Yeah. You know what I mean? So focused on our phones, so focused on the things that realistically are only going to matter for a month, a year, maybe two, right? Like, minuscule to what our real lives are actually going to be holding, right? So, like, for me, bro, like, being in a space like this, it just reminds me, breathe again. You know what I'm saying? It might suck, so what? Breathe again.
Yeah.
You're all right. We'll make it work.
Yeah.
Oh, it's snowing now, huh?
Yeah, it's coming down. How much time? What time are we at, Carla? I can't feel my fingers.
My hands have not left.
I know.
I can't.
We're at like 32 minutes.
We're only at 32 minutes?
Yeah.
God damn.
Damn.
Oh, we're halfway there. How's the battery life looking?
More than half.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, we're good.
All right, so we're back. I'm gonna scoot a little closer.
Let's do it, bro. I got my legs right here to it.
All right, I'm gonna throw some more wood in this fire. Again, this wood, or these logs, we're not sponsored by anyone this time, but they could be sponsored by you. So check the link in the description. They'll buy me a log and keep the fire going.
Keep the fire going.
Warm our asses up.
Yeah, because I'm freezing over here. I'm in a pea coat in the middle of the woods. No, this is like, first of all, I did not expect the snow to come down literally in 20 seconds this much, which is crazy. But
we're gonna be, if you don't move like you've been not moving, you're just gonna be completely coated.
Fuck it. I'm trying to get warm.
Well, this is probably just as warm as your pockets, if we're being honest.
You see Kentucky. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Let me get closer to this.
I was gonna say, make sure you don't eat shit. So our last guest sat through one of those chairs.
Really?
So yeah.
Had to be sturdy.
So it was my dad, and he leaned back and he like pushed down and like readjusted, and the legs just snapped off.
Oh no.
So
that was fucked up.
Yeah.
Sorry, pops.
I'm not. It was hilarious.
So what's your relationship like with your pops? Are y'all the closest, or are you more close with your mom?
I would say pretty equally close. I have different relationships with them, obviously, right? So like, the thing I always say, and this is changing a little bit, but so I go to my dad when I need to fix something. I go to my mom when I need like reassurance, right? And that started with sports, where, you know, okay, coming home from a loss,
right?
Mom's like, oh, you did good, buddy.
You're all right, buddy.
And Dad's like, well, figure your shit out, do this, and this right next time. And I loved it. I mean, it's definitely made me. I didn't love it in the moment. Most of the time, I was like, what the fuck? This is bullshit. Like, I had a good game and we still lost. What more could I do? And it's like, well, did you do this? Did you do that? Never enough. And then you realize it's never enough.
It's
like,
never
you
enough.
need to hold. You have to have that standard for yourself.
Right.
And there was a period. It was probably close to my senior year or senior year of high school or like early college, where my standard was now higher for me than my dad. And that was a really cool transition where I was like, he was like, oh, that was a good game. And I was like, yeah, but I didn't do this. I need to capitalize on that. Or maybe I was 3 for 4, but that one time I got out was, time bases were loaded or whatever it might be. So that's the transition of that relationship. But really close with both my parents and my whole family, actually. We've been very blessed to have just a family who's been there for each other.
Right.
And it's, I don't know, man. It's hard to put into words how fortunate that is and how lucky I feel to not take that for granted. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a lot of people in my situation or in similar situations who have awesome families and no one in the family knows it until it's too late.
Man, that's a deep conversation you just got into. It's like you have amazing family until you realize you don't have it anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it was, for me, it was like that realization of, like, you know how you have that matriarch or patriarch in your family, like once they go, it kind of gets weird for a second. Yeah, my mom was that, right? So, like, for the family, when that happened, I haven't really been home since, all like that, you know what I mean? So I started to come home a little bit more, but, like, just to see the importance of family, bro, and rekindling relationships, like, you can see why people don't leave certain communities is because, like, the importance of having that right next to you is so huge, bro. So huge.
It's huge, and in a way it's not easy to replace. I mean, it's damn near impossible. It is impossible. I mean, not even damn near. It's impossible to replace it, because you might fill the void in a different way, but it's never full or healed. It's just changed. So that's the difference there, I guess. But
so what's the goal with this, though? Like, this podcast and everything, like, is this the real deal for you? Like, what are you trying to get to the next level with this?
So the podcast has actually been a byproduct of the YouTube channel.
Okay.
So the YouTube channel and the outdoor community were to get people outside, and it's basically like, okay, this is the gear I use, this is how I do things, and it works for me, might work for you, but basically just go outside.
Right.
And I was having conversations sitting around the fire all the time with friends and family members. And I remember very vividly having conversations, I want to say, either 2 or 3 summers ago, but it was a family trip. And I sat around the fire for no bullshit, probably 6 hours.
Sheesh.
And I talked to different members of my family. And the different conversations we had, like, vastly different, right? Like we went from serious topics to not serious to, like, I can't even put into words how many different topics we covered with different people, right? And sitting around the fire and having that was like, wow, I really wish I could share this with other people. This conversation has left me with this piece of knowledge.
Right.
And I think that could help other people. So it turned into, well, how can I do that? And I was like, well, sit around the fire and set up a fucking camera. You got cameras, that's your thing. Set one up and talk. So Carla actually kicked me in the ass to make it happen.
Go, Carla.
We did a content long weekend, where she coordinated everything, got some of my friends together, and we went out to Indiana, the state, and we shot we shot like 6 or 7 videos, like YouTube videos, and 5 episodes of the 4 episodes of the podcast. Five episodes. We shot the first so many episodes of the podcast,
right.
And that really got everything rolling with that. But yeah, it started as I think this could help some people, and it turned into, I'm enjoying this, and I think it's helping people. So I'm gonna keep doing it.
I love that, bro. Keep helping people. That cold wind just smacked me on my lip. Didn't like it.
It is getting chilly out.
It's
dude.
all right, though.
And our fire is not doing too hot.
It's not bad, though. You know, it could be worse.
You're not wrong. I feel like I just want to give it a hug, but I feel like it's definitely.
Is it hot down there?
Oh yeah, it's toasty.
That's why I'm like, I know I'm getting warm over here, but I wasn't sure if it's really happening or I'm just delusional right now. This is definitely different from you, though. I've never seen this. Where did you end up getting this sponsor from? Like, how did you get this sponsor?
So I saw them on Kickstarter. It had to have been a year ago now.
Okay.
And I reached out to them basically saying, like, hey, I like your product. I think it's really cool, and I do a lot of this stuff. And at that time, I don't even think I reached out to them about the podcast,
Right.
but it was like I want to do a video on it because I
Right.
was doing a lot of other fire pit videos. And at that point, they didn't have like the actual product.
Right.
It was just Kickstarter. So this past month, like probably 3 weeks ago or so, I saw them on another so it's a creator site basically
Okay.
where they go to like find creators and like connect. And I reached out to them on there and sent them like my pitch and said, hey, like this is what I'd like to do with it. I saw your product as a Kickstarter and I'd really like to be hands-on with it. They're like, oh yeah, that sounds cool. I'm like, oh fuck yeah. And then they shipped me one.
This is
So
smooth.
it's pretty simple. So technically this is like a trial run because they're just launching, right? Like they're just starting to ship these products. But if they like the content, then we get to do more of the content, and then it's like a monthly thing, and hopefully a by episode thing. So still figuring out the details, but
Okay.
I'm not going to complain at all because
Hey.
this thing is pretty freaking cool.
Pretty freaking cool. And the fire's restarting itself.
Yeah. So that's the funny thing with these smokeless fire pits. It'll be like, oh no, it's dead, and then all of a sudden there's a fire that's like 3
Yeah.
feet tall. You're like, all right, cool.
I felt the heat again. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, let me back up a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's been cool. The whole working with different companies and all that stuff has been really nice. But when someone takes a chance on you and says, hey, show this to your audience.
Right.
We trust you. That's pretty neat.
That's pretty cool, man. I'm on the way to starting my own podcast here shortly, man. I'm just taking my time. I'm not going to hold you because it comes with so much work.
Oh yeah, it does.
So much work. So much work. A lot more work than I was actually expecting it to cost. But now that I'm starting to just get back into it and enjoying it, that's why I wanted to do this today. Because I was just like, bro, get out of your element.
Yeah.
Literally, like, get out of a studio. Because I've been in the studio doing a podcast for the last 3-4 years. And now coming outside to do a podcast in the cold, but also enjoying myself is actually like, I can feel myself needing to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was happy to come out here and try it. But definitely will say, the sponsor for this right here, good job. Good job.
Well, on their behalf, thank you, and thank you for me on my behalf as well. So I don't know if you want to do this, but what your podcast, like, give us a concept and give us like a date you're going to have it started.
The concept of it is, I want to talk about mental health in sport, but everything, all sports, right? To be able to focus on the primary things to help change your mindset and also create a disciplined mindset. You know what I'm saying? So I want it to be focused around local people in the community who are doing big things and talk about their stories as well. But then also I want to talk about certain athletes on how they actually fight through their mental health during, right? Either during game or during after this season, right? And then on top of that, like, how do you stay mentally healthy, right? Because I feel like young athletes and athletes who are watching not only this, but also in other things, like, how do you find your purpose? How do you re-identify? Like, how do you take care of yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I got the smoke hitting in my eye, but yeah, bro, like, it definitely is one of those things where I find myself just being passionate about talking about mental health in sport and being able to really hear the real stories of the athletes that are speaking, right?
Yeah.
And then also let it be fun and free-flowing. Like, I want to know how you got to where you are and why is it so important for somebody who's in your community to listen to your story. You know what I mean? So that's what it's about for me right now, man, is to really figure out people's stories and listen to the true stories of these different athletes and different individuals, but also people who are there locally in the community who are doing really cool things, you know what I mean? And I always been told that I'm a great storyteller, but I feel like it's now time for me to really actually take on that opportunity, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with it right now, but it's going to be called either, I'm stuck on 2 names right now, I really am. It's either going to be Trey Talks and or Mentally I'm Here, and then the other one that I had was No Love Lost, you know what I mean?
That's
so
nice.
we'll see.
That's awesome. That's awesome. When do you want to have it piloted?
Realistically, going into the new year is when I want to have it piloted. But again, what part of the new year in the beginning, I'm not sure whether it be January, February, or March. I know it's going to be one of those 3 months for sure, but it just all depends on how things shake out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think a big part of it is doing a test episode for yourself.
For sure.
Right. So I'm going to challenge you to have that shot by New Year's.
Let's do that. I could do that.
So,
I could do that at least.
Yeah, you get someone. It doesn't have to be a real talking point episode, but just get yourself in front of a camera and get your audio clean, get your. I mean, I don't know if you're doing video or not.
I am.
Okay. So get yourself used to being in front of a camera and just talking and bullshitting and listening to yourself, because it's weird sometimes. I mean, you have a lot of video content of yourself out there, so you're probably used to like actually hearing yourself. But it's definitely weird for a lot of people. But yeah, that's my challenge to you by New Year's.
So what would you give to somebody right now who's about to start a podcast? What are some tips that you would give them?
Just fucking do it. It's never going to be perfect.
Right.
It's never going to be. Dude, I was 9 episodes in on my first season, and I had a camera issue where I'm a camera guy. I was blurry the entire episode. But I made myself post it,
right,
because I shot the episode and I was going to post it. So it doesn't have to be perfect every time. No one gives a shit besides you when it's not perfect.
Right.
So put it out there. Let people see your fuck ups, because most of the time that's more inspiring to other people.
Right.
Like if you can watch my podcast, and I'm on episode, I think we're on 25, 26 now.
Congratulations, by the way. That's hard. Keep doing it, being consistent.
Yeah, the consistent part is still kicking my ass, but it's making it fun.
Right.
Is the key for me to make it come back. Like, I'm legitimately enjoying this. I'm enjoying not being able to feel my toes right now, but having a cool conversation with a cool person.
Right.
And I know that no matter what happens, I don't give a shit if there's shitty audio. I don't give a shit if the thing's been out of focus the whole time. I'm posting this son of a bitch, and people are gonna watch it.
Right.
That's all I know. Even if no one's watching it, I don't give a shit. I know that I did the thing I said I was gonna do.
That's the biggest part.
That is the biggest part. So, yeah, anyone out there who's just trying to start anything, my biggest advice is to just do it. Never going to be perfect.
I love that, man. I'm going to do it, bro. I'm going to take on your challenge. I'm going to get an episode in, man. I've been talking to a lot of good people that I feel like I could get as guests. I've just been lackadaisical on my end, so the challenge as well is always nice, just because now I'm like, okay, well, bet.
Oh, I know how that works.
It's nice. It's definitely nice to have the challenge. So, yeah, I'll definitely take on the challenge, man. I'm going to get an episode in and see what we can do to really get some cool things happening, man.
Anytime you need a challenge, you let me know. I love throwing this out there, because I know how that works. You tell me I can't do something, I'm like, fuck you, watch this.
Exactly. To a T. Fuck you, watch this.
I bet you can't have season 1 recorded by March. So.
Okay. That's how we doing this shit. I'll see you in March then. All right. Season 2, March. All right. Nah, I'm definitely going to take on the challenge, man. I think either you're going to do it or you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is something that I've also been asked to do multiple times, and people have tried to push me to do, and I'm like, nah, it can't be me.
Yeah.
Nah, not me. I'm just sitting here like, bro, how many times you gonna get asked before you actually do it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take on your challenge.
All right.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Well, if you need help with any of the aspects of it, let me know.
For sure.
I would love to be of assistance. And that's another thing. Another big piece of advice is don't do what I'm doing currently and shooting the episodes as they're supposed to come out. Bank them.
Right.
So try to get season 1 shot before you release season 1,
Right.
if at all possible. And that kind of, if you give yourself a due date, you kind of push that, and you really press yourself to get the episodes recorded. But it's really easy to be like, oh, well, that episode was okay,
Right.
but it wasn't perfect, so I'm not going to count that one.
Right.
No, it still counts. You have to show the good ones and the bad ones. So that's another little piece of advice, but yeah, anything you need, let me know.
I appreciate that, man, for sure. I will say this too. Shout out to the cold weather, because that beer has not gotten any type of warm at all. That beer is ice cold and it tastes good.
That is the best part about being cold.
That beer is good.
I'm actually worried about it freezing. It's so cold out here. I'm like,
Oh man, I keep looking at mine.
a little slushy.
It's so good though. I'm not gonna hold you. That's a great pickup. You couldn't beat that.
No, not at all. And I've not told him this directly in person, but I've said it multiple times on the podcast. They were my very first sponsor. I don't give a shit how much money I'm offered. As long as they want my beer sponsor, they have the beer sponsor. So that's been a struggle with the podcast, which I'm sure you'll get to, is you have to make money with it, right?
Right.
But for me, this isn't I don't want to say I don't need it, because that's douchey. I don't want this to be my main source of income.
Right.
So the loyalty to the people who have shown loyalty and faith in me is going to be
Worth it.
100%.
Right.
Like, not even close, not question, nothing. Like, they get it as long as they want it, period. So.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
That means you're a loyal dude, man. You gonna hold it down from the ground.
Yep.
I like it, bro.
Yep,
I really
yep.
like it a lot. And they deserve it. 'Cause shit, this beer,
So good.
so good, man. I could do this all day.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful, though. I got a long drive back home, and I see that there's a whiskey bottle behind that beer.
The nice thing about the whiskey bottle is it'll warm me up, though.
That is true.
So, I mean.
That is true. That is true.
But we will actually do a quick time check with Carla and see how much time we have to freeze our asses off for longer.
You know, I'm an athlete, so I ain't scared of nothing. I'm just saying my toes are a little frozen. Yeah.
We're at 50 minutes.
Okay, so we can do like one or two more topics, and
Okay.
we'll just do questions. So I'll ask you a question if you have a question for me, and then we'll do that until we either get bored or run out of questions.
All right.
All right. All right, I'm gonna think of a good one. And try to get feeling in my toes. What is one piece? Blah 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 blah. What is one piece of advice you would give to 18-year-old Trey if you could talk to him right now?
Don't fall in love with the bullshit. Focus on the purpose. And the reason why I say it like that, bro, is because, like, there's a bunch of things that come your way as a kid that you find that you need to actually pay attention to that are not even worth paying attention to. And they take you from your purpose. They block you from what you're actually trying to get to, bro. So, like, don't block your own purpose by worrying about shit that ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's definitely something I would tell the 18-year-old version of me. Like, we get so caught up on what's happening in other people's lives that we forget our own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So don't forget your own, man, and focus on what's actually purposeful and what's the main focus. The one thing I think the best thing that I've ever been told from one of my coaches was keep the main thing the main thing. As long as you do that, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
You know?
I love that, dude.
What about yourself?
So I was actually fortunate enough to get the advice that I am going to give myself at 18, but I got it at 18. I just didn't listen to it too much later. But that is, and it's, if you're a returning listener, you've heard this before, but it's everything happens for a reason. I firmly believe it with all my heart that I am exactly where I'm supposed to be at exactly the time I'm supposed to be there. I will never miss what is meant for me. And it's hard sometimes because shit will happen and you're like, this is bullshit. Why did this happen? Why am I struggling with this problem? Why did my car break down? Why do I have a flat tire? Why do I not have money? Why did I lose this person?
Right.
Whatever it is, eventually you understand.
Right.
And that eventually might be tomorrow. It might be a long time from now, but you will understand. Just have faith and keep on your path. The path that you know, the path that you feel you should be on.
Right.
Because you don't always know. And sometimes it's hard to see, but if it feels right, do it. You trust yourself, right? Like, you trust yourself more than anyone else.
Right.
So prove it.
And do it.
Yeah.
I like that, bro.
Yeah. That doesn't count as your question, though, by the way. You can't just take my question back at me.
Nah, I'll definitely ask the question because I'm curious, man. Like, when this is all said and done, bro, like, do you see yourself really doing this full time, though? Like, do you have that passion to consistently want to do this full time, or what is the main income you want to have? Because I know you said that this is not really your focus of main income.
Yeah.
But what is your focus?
So, right now, my main focus is YouTube.
Okay.
I want my YouTube, like, helping people, like, teaching people to get outside, giving them good gear to get outside, affordable gear to get outside when possible, and then the community that is having events and all that stuff.
Right.
Those are my key focus. That's what I want my main income to be from. I love telling stories. I love helping people. I love testing out weird shit. Like, it's a fire pit that folds into a backpack. You don't get more weird than that. Right?
No, you don't, but it's fucking cool. I'm telling you that right now.
Thank you.
It's super cool.
So the more stuff I can get like that and just show other people, like, is this worth it? I don't know yet. We'll find out. And I'm going to let you know. And there's going to be the thing that, and I've lost a lot of potential partnerships because of this mentality, is this is a really cool product. I think this is really cool. If it's shit, I'm going to tell my people it's shit, don't buy it.
Right.
And I'm honest with brands. I'm like, listen, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to say this is the coolest fucking thing ever
If it's not the
coolest fucking thing ever.
Right.
And there's definitely, when you're working with brands and when they're paying you, especially, like,
Right.
hey, we want you to say this, this, and this. I'm not going to say this, this, or this. So if we have a deal, we have a deal. If not, sorry. And especially when you're starting out, that shit's hard because you want all the shit you can get, right? You want all the relationships you can have. And you get really lucky sometimes and you find those brands who are like, oh no, you can say it. If our thing's shit, it's shit, but it's not. It's pretty fucking cool. So they'll send you stuff and you're like, oh, that is pretty fucking cool.
It's pretty fucking cool.
So it's really cool when you find those brands who are like, no, yeah, we have faith in our stuff.
Right.
So, but yeah, so the YouTube and the community is the main goal. I would like to make the podcast sustainable to where it's funding itself.
Right.
Because right now it's being just funded by me.
Right.
We've had some supporters to like do the firewood, and that gets us some different stuff for the podcast. But it's not like the paid sponsors aren't where I'd like them to be. I'd like to be able to do this all over the United States or anywhere I go.
Right.
So, excuse me. So, you know, if I want to take a trip to Yellowstone National Park and
do it.
Set a fire and have a conversation with a park ranger, I want to be able to do that and be like, you know what? Campfire Convos paid me to go out and shoot an episode of Campfire Convos. That's pretty fucking cool.
That's pretty fucking cool.
But I always want the getting out people outside to be the main focus.
I love that.
Because that's what this started as. You don't get this
Ever.
without starting there.
Right.
Because you can have conversation. You can have good conversation with people.
Right.
But I'm telling you, for people who haven't experienced it, sitting around a campfire just pulls something out in you that is different.
It's different. And I didn't realize it coming from Pittsburgh, like going into the country, and everybody's talking about, you coming to the campfire party? I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know, and then you get there and there's a big ass bonfire. Yeah. Everybody's drinking beer and you're like, this ain't too shabby. You know what I mean? That's some cool ass conversations next to the campfire. Yeah. So I can see what you mean, man. I can definitely see what you mean.
100%. But, what is, do you have any like personal goals that you're working on right now? Like you want to hit something in the gym?
I want wife, kids, and to be a son of God, man. Those are the three main goals. I'm always going to be in the gym. I'm always going to be working out, bro. I'm always going to be wanting to change the world. But my primary is number one, being a son of God. Number two, being a husband one day, and hopefully by the grace of God, being a father. You know what I'm saying? But right now I don't have a girlfriend nor kids. So, you know, I'm just a child of God first right now, man. So I'm just enjoying my life there. That's all.
That's awesome, dude.
What about yourself?
Personal goals is, I mean, same wife, kids. I really want to have a couple kids someday. My goal is to have twins, so if I can manifest that somehow.
Okay.
Either both boys or one of each. I do not want twin girls.
Let's pray about it. Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Everything I can. But no, I want to have a wife and kids. I want to provide for my family.
Always.
I want the people that I care about to never have to worry about money. And I want to be healthy. I want to be physically capable and healthy. That's probably the thing that I'm trying to focus the most on right now. Is being healthy. Getting back to a good diet, getting back to being active, getting back to just me.
Right.
Like how I've been for 30 years. And I've gotten away from it these last probably 2 years. I haven't hit the gym nearly as much. The problem is I'm being active, but I'm not being active in a
physical
enough way to get myself in a physical, like, I'm still capable, right? Like, I'll still go do athletic things.
Right.
And, like, my outlet now is softball because I can just show up and play softball. It's not like I have to go to practice.
You really don't got to try either because you've always been a great baseball athlete.
Thank you so
To be
much.
honest. Your whole family is great at baseball.
I played on a new softball team this year.
Okay.
Right? And it was a Sunday league team.
Okay.
It wasn't supposed to be anything. Oh, sorry, just wind. It wasn't supposed to be anything like serious.
You look back there, you'd have seen a bear. You'd have seen my black ass in my car so fast. I'd have been out of there. 4.240.
For the record, he already said if he sees a bear, he's tripping us. So just make sure.
Listen, like you said, you're honest, right? Stay the fuck away from me if we run over a bear. I'll tell you that right now.
What were we saying? Damn it.
I'm just saying, you was looking back, I was like, if this is a bear behind me, you about to see this speed. I'm trying to tell you.
There has been a bear seen not far away from here.
Let's
so-
wrap this up.
Good-
Let's get this. Let's get this going.
Shit, what was I saying now?
Being active.
So the softball league. So
Right.
I joined a softball league that was supposed to be like, I'll come play when you need me, but
Right.
nothing else because I travel a lot and I can't commit.
But you're competitive, so that didn't work.
Yeah, I didn't. I was there every weekend. I think I missed one weekend, and it was because I already had plans for that weekend from like a while before. But I show up, and it's like the typical like every time I play on a new team, right? No one knows me, so you'll hit like 9th or you'll hit 10th, and we'll put you in the outfield, and we'll kind of hide you because we don't know what you can do.
Right.
And then I'll start throwing, and they'll be like, oh, well, maybe we'll put him somewhere where he can actually throw the ball.
Right.
And then I'll hit one, and they'll be like, okay, maybe we're gonna hit him 4th.
Right.
And so it started out as like, oh, who's this fucking kid? And then it was like, oh no, yeah, let's put him in. And it was in the middle of not doing all of my shit. Like I was hiking and like being active.
But you weren't you.
I wasn't doing I'm not doing like hitting drills. I'm not hitting off the tee every day.
Right.
But I do a lot of like when I do work out, it's a lot of the same like baseball workouts, right? Like it's the workouts I know. It's the ones I'm comfortable with. And for me, I've gotten to this age. Those are the workouts I've always done.
Right.
I'm pretty capable in everyday life
Right.
with that build,
Workout set,
right?
yeah.
So changing that just hasn't been necessary. But it's carried over a lot to where, I can not do anything for a little while and I can still go and hit 5 home runs at a softball game.
It's crazy.
And then after a while, I'll be like, oh, I don't need to work out because I still hit 5. And then now I'm hitting 4. And then I'm hitting 3. And now I'm maybe hitting 1. And then I'm like, oh, well, fuck, now I need to get back to the gym. Instead of just being at the gym consistently and being better, which is the big struggle.
I've changed my workout plan completely.
Really?
So I get it, yeah. I definitely get it.
Yeah, I don't know, just being consistent and healthy is the big thing. I feel like I just go in waves. I'll get really healthy and I'll be like, oh, I'm good, I hit my goal. Let me go back to being a slob.
Right.
And I don't want that. I want to be just me.
And that's why I call on God as my coach, because I can't do it on my own, bro. I'll be honest with you. Like, me having self-discipline, it's possible, it's doable, but like, the likelihood that I'm gonna stay committed is I'm gonna find a reason not to. You know what I mean? When you have a coach or you have somebody there, you have no choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I've been trying to use God as my coach to do the same.
We're going to cut that a little bit up.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
That's all we got for this episode, but you got to finish that beer so we can do a shot. And you can
No
warm up.
worries. That's all you had to tell me.
You killed that pretty good.
And there was some ice in there.
Was there? It was actually
Woo!
freezing. Nice.
And I just know this is going to be cold.
Oh, yeah.
Whew.
It'll be cold, but it's going to warm you up.
My campfire glass. That's about to put me on my ass.
Trey, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
To saving the world.
Saving the world, man.
One person at a time.
One person at a time. Exactly as I thought. Nice and cold.
It was. That's all we got for this episode. Until next time, I really appreciate you. Peace.